Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Unity Church on this beautiful, quite warm Sunday morning. Amy and I, as middle-aged women, have made the executive decision to not wear robes on this quite warm. Thank you for your support. I'm the Reverend Shay MacKay. I'm the Minister of Congregational Care here at Unity. I use the pronouns she, her. I am joined on the chancel this morning by our intern, Amy Brunell, our worship associate, Betsy Hearn, in her last Sunday as worship associate. Oh, Jared, Kai, Martha, and everyone here who makes sure that these Sunday mornings happen. It is good to be with you this morning. If this is your first time at Unity Church, we are so glad that you are with us. For the next 70 minutes or so, we'll share word and prayer, silence, and song. If you are here in person, there is a visitor card in the pew in front of you. Please fill that out, and then later in the service, when the baskets come around, you can toss it in there. If you're joining us online this morning for the first time, please send us an email. We would love to hear from you. Whether you're here for the first time or have been coming for years and years and years, we are so glad to share this time with you. Whoever you are, whatever brings you to this place, whatever you might need today, know that here, all of who you are, your gifts and your wounds are welcome. For those of you paying attention, you may have noticed that I am not Reverend Dr. Oscar Sinclair, who was supposed to be here preaching this morning. Due to a personal emergency, he has had to take the day off. He is well taken care of, but needed a little time away. So we will hold him in care today as we continue on. In that vein, the order of service that you are holding in your hand, and some of you are fanning yourselves with, is no longer an accurate map to today's service. You can lay it down and not look at it again. I promise we will hold you well, but you will not know what's coming next. After today's service, Finding Yourself at Unity will be held in the center room, and it will be a Q&A with the minister, who today will be KP Hong. So if you are interested in having a Q&A with Reverend KP Hong, Minister of Faith Formation here at Unity, you can go into the center room after the service. Make sure you read thoroughly through the insert today. There's a lot of announcements there, including information about tonight's Unity Singers concert and about the request from the UUA to send images and videos of Operation Metro Surge from this past winter. I hope you all are aware that June is Pride Month. And while today is not a solely focused Pride service, I do want us to be aware, to name that this is Pride Month, that we are celebrating and affirming our queer of all types members, friends. And so I want to start us with a poem called Wholeness by Sharon Wiley. We speak so often of brokenness in religious life. Let us speak today of wholeness. You are welcome here, all of you. Every part of you beautiful just the way you are. Here you do not need to be something more or something less. No holding back or hiding. No exerting yourself or trying to do more or be more. You have inherent worth and dignity. Nothing to prove here. Nothing to prove to me or the person or people sitting next to you. You don't have to try and be witty. You don't have to try and be more quiet or less than. You are beautiful, every part of you beautiful, just the way you are. You do not need to change anything about yourself to be welcome here. Your skin, your hair, your belly, your limbs, your face. You are beautiful. You are extraordinary. Each and every one of you is different from each and beautiful, breathtaking. Come, let us worship together.
A Holy Alchemy by Kim Mason. Once upon a time, chemists believed they could transform lead into gold or death into life. We laugh, but are we not also in the business of alchemy, turning loneliness into connection, pain into comfort, anger into solidarity, faith into action? The subtle magic of church combines love with justice, creates hope out of fear, transforms individuals into community. Here we engage in a holy alchemy, finding beauty in the ordinary and life in the present. Come, let us be transformed together. Please join me as we say the words as we light our chalice. We light this chalice as a symbol of our faith, the light of truth, and the warmth of love. And now we will sing our opening hymn, number 327.
Our reading is from actually a book that we're required to read in seminary called Governance and Ministry by Dan Hotchkiss. Religion transforms people. No one touches holy ground and stays the same. Religious leaders stir the pot by pointing to the contrast between life as it is and life as it should be, and urging us to close the gap. Religious insights provide the handhold that people need to criticize injustice, rise above self-interest, and take risks to achieve healing in a wounded world. Religion at its best is no friend to the status quo. Organization, on the other hand, conserves. Institutions capture, schematize, and codify persistent patterns of activity. A well-ordered congregation lays down schedules, puts policies on paper, places people in positions, and generally brings order out of chaos. Organizations can be flexible, creative, and iconoclastic, but only by resisting some of their most basic instincts. No wonder organized religion is so difficult. Congregations create sanctuaries where people can nurture and inspire each other with results that no one can predict. The stability of a religious institution is a necessary precondition to the instability religious transformation brings. The needs to balance both sides of this paradox, the transforming power of religion and the stabilizing power of organization, makes leading congregations a unique challenge.
This is my reflection. I know you can't read that, so I'm just telling you. I can see the end of my full-time traditional career days looming, still too far off to name a date or even a year, but close enough that I think about my decisions as a leader in terms of leadership succession and legacy and urgency of wanting to get things to a certain point before I hand it off. In case you're curious, I lead a learning and development function for a large international design firm, and I've done the same sort of role in retail, manufacturing, and finance for the past 20+ years. My role has always been within the human resources function, and I often say that there are two types of HR people: the ones that love people and making things better for the people, and the ones that love rules and order and making sure the people are following them and keeping their orderly process in motion. Yeah, you feel me, okay. An oversimplification, I admit, and I don't always work well with the second category. Hence, okay, now wait a minute. This is my last time, remember that, people. Hence, moving around to different organizations to find the right balance and fit. Aspects of my leadership and personality that felt too loose and jazz improv in one industry make me successful in the design industry. Working with designers, architects, interior designers, and many other specialties is the proverbial herding of cats. And although that can be frustrating, the other aspects of those designers I truly love. And they love me. They love that I'm flexible and open. I see lots of ways to get to success, and I'm game for lots of ideation, and I think fun is an integral part of the work. Our firm promise is to elevate the human experience through design. And that is how my team views learning as well. We want to create learning and grow a function that approaches the work from a place of human-centered design. Even though what my team creates looks nothing like a beautiful campus or a gorgeous building, we can meet our colleagues at the intersection of design thinking. I understand that organizations need both. The rules and the processes are necessary, especially the larger you grow. My firm is catching up to our growth and continued expansion. Planning for scalability makes this imposing of order a constant in my day-to-day. I've come to believe the crucial thing for organizations to stay true to during transformation is their culture. If my firm's values are, among a few others, creativity, fun, and teamwork, then it's beholden on my team to be creative in how we arrive at policies that serve both the firm and the people, to collaborate with the broader team to determine what standards we need to teach, what learning should look like, and how we will embody it, to have a sense of fun in our communication, facilitation, learning sessions, and interactions. So let's bring this a little closer to home. As unity evolves and establishes processes that will see us through the coming years, what lens are we going to choose to look through? How can we transform and lead our congregation in spiritual transformation while at the same time being ready for growth and complexity that requires consistency and continuity, process, and policy? Isn't this an inviting challenge to run a large church organization with wonder, open-hearted engagement, and courageous action at the heartbeat, not just of the service on Sunday, but embodied in its daily rhythms? We need to grow and mature with integrity. Are we creating the structure we need, but not structure for structure's sake? We need to do it with service. Are we serving the unity of today and tomorrow? Are we serving the staff, the members, and all our moral owners, avoiding the pitfall of creating boxes to tick off and hoops to jump through in service of the rules? And are we doing it with joy? How can we infuse deep meaning and even whimsy into the everyday necessities of a large organization? The beloved community lives in these daily realities and in the exceptional moments. The real challenge of living into who we want to be is realizing it in the spaces in between. I'm excited to see us do this work and hold structure and transformation simultaneously while we evangelize love together.
Each time we gather for worship, we set aside a moment to expand the caring ministry of this congregation. We gather here together, trusting that this community is wide enough and deep enough to hold us in both our sorrow and our joy, in our challenges and our celebrations. Together, we recognize the cycle of life and death, the circle of joy, compassion, and witness that is at the center of this and every sacred community. In our community today, let us thank all the people who pivoted for this service today. And I would like to include and lift up Karen and Jared that you will hear from in a few moments. Thank you for your service, both of you. We celebrate with Barry Farrington and his son, Walter DeLong. Walter graduated from high school this past week. Barry is filled with joy and so proud of him. We hold in care Heather Benedict, her husband Jim, and their daughter Paige, and Heather's brother Eric as they move through the loss of Heather's father, Michael Wells. Michael died from kidney failure in Rice Lake, Wisconsin last week. We continue to hold Carol Manicky in care as she prepares for open heart surgery this Wednesday. She is very grateful for all the cards and well wishes she has received from you. We stand at the side of those whose primary spiritual practice is caring for children, with those who live with mental illness, with grief or chronic pain, with addiction. We pray for our neighbors in prison, for those in harm's way, for all of us who are struggling to stay afloat and make ends meet. And we support those who rise above heartbreak to carry on the work of ending oppression in all its forms. We celebrate with all of those who come through the door with joy in their hearts, because this is a house of joy and laughter is the sound of a thriving community. And we grieve. We grieve for the layers of loss, anger, and fear that are present in all parts of our lives and our world. I invite you now to openly speak into this space and embrace of this community, whatever you are holding in your hearts this morning. For all that we hold within, among, and beyond ourselves, let us be together in a moment of silence. This morning, I would like to offer a prayer that was written by Arif Mandani. I heard that some of you know that person. An intuition, a sliver of God consciousness in our hearts, pointing toward a bigger reality. We are that, says a little acorn, pointing toward an oak tree. We are that, says Buddha, pointing toward the moon. We are that, says Jesus, pointing to a lamp. We are that, says Martin. We are that, said Malcolm. We are that, said Asada. We are that, said Ella. We are that. We are that. We are that. Wave upon wave upon wave upon wave. Poets and prophets pointing, agitating, washing over us with waves of love that never forget who we really are, who we could be even in the midst of our endless forgetting. Listen. Listen. Can you hear? Can you feel the waves of love washing over you? Waves of love that remember even now who you are, who we are. Waves of love gently carrying us home. Waves of love gently carrying us home. Would you join me and please stand in spirit or body for number 396, I Know This Rose Will Open.
And generosity are core to our faith in this place. We know that we are bound up with each other and our partners in the world, and that generosity deepens our ties. Each week, the majority of our offering supports one of our partners in the community. This week, our offering supports Freedom School, held each summer in the Rondo Education Complex in St. Paul. This is a free 6-week program for students in grades K through 8. Freedom School provides nutritious meals, addresses learning gaps in reading and math, and deepens connection through lessons in community and personal responsibility, music, field trips, and fun. This collection will buy books given to the scholars to use at Freedom School and to keep after school ends. We are honored to have Reverend Dr. Darcel Hill here with us today. She is the head of Freedom School, and she will be at a table during the coffee hour. So if you're curious or want to learn more, please go and speak with her. Will the ushers please come forward? We know that when we lead lives of integrity, service, and joy, generosity is sure to follow. Please give as generously as you are able.
Good morning, everyone. Consider this a story for all ages, but you do not have to come up and cross your legs sitting on the floor. But you could. You could. This is from the prologue of my book, Trusting Change, Finding Our Way Through Personal and Global Transformation. Some of you have read or heard this before, but as with all things related to change, whenever I revisit it, I find something new in it that's relevant to the widening circles of change we're living through now. So I share this with you, and Jared has agreed to accompany it, so you might want to close your eyes and just listen. It's called Beginning Within. You know this story, learned it as a child, maybe even watched it up close. But listen as I tell it again from the inside. It begins so quietly you cannot hear it, and so small you can barely see it. Each monarch egg attached to the underside of a milkweed leaf is the size of a small white period. But that is misleading. This is not a sentence that has ended. Each of these periods marks a possible beginning. The egg hatches into a larva born of hunger. Eating its way into the world, it devours the shell that held it, and then moves on to eat the leaf beneath it. In a matter of days, the larva consumes more and more leaves, voraciously eating its way into visibility as a lengthened, wrinkled appetite, a striped caterpillar determined to grow. From the beginning, it is accustomed to the losses that growth tallies. 4 or 5 times the caterpillar sheds its skin like an unwanted, too small glove. Then, preparing to grow in ways that size cannot measure and skin cannot contain. The caterpillar develops a new shell under its final layer of skin. It turns upside down, practicing a radical new view, and spinning from its back end a sturdy silken clasp from which its transformation will be suspended. One more time, it wiggles and squirms as the skin that no longer fits splits open, and the shell beneath emerges in a different shape, wide and curvaceous, taut and smooth. The chrysalis is camouflaged to hide the busy workshop inside, where already the old is dissolving and the new has not yet taken form. Here, on the inside, is where I call your attention. Like many mysteries, it happens out of sight. But listen, can you hear it humming? Protected by the chrysalis, the caterpillar digests itself, releasing enzymes that break down all shape and form. Caterpillar legs, eyes, mouth, its whole caterpillar way of being. It becomes a mass of goo, a thick soup cooking up something new. Only a few parts of the caterpillar remain. Latent imaginal discs, a set of highly organized cells embedded from the beginning that contain everything needed for the change that lies ahead. Imagine. The imaginal discs have been there all along, waiting, designed to awaken in this breakdown and bring new shapes to the chaos. Wing and eye and curled antennae, like reverse fossils from the future, they are coded for metamorphosis, for emergence, when all else has been dissolved and lost. But before they take on form, they begin with a thrumming. Vibrating at frequencies unknown in the old caterpillar, the imaginal discs multiply rapidly. They cluster according to like resonance, communicating with each other until they grow into a shared knowledge of how to be something new. All have molded the identity of caterpillar. One cluster becomes an eye, another a wing, another a leg, each tailored to the butterfly's ways, to the butterfly's needs. They take on shapes and functions while linking to one another, their own development dependent on the others. And in that interdependence, they become whole. They become one, a new organism unlike anything that preceded it, ready to emerge orange and black to ward off attack, fantastically designed for flight and migration across multiple generations, for survival across distance and season. Can you feel it? The humming in this story that calls to each of us now? Are you listening to the ancient rhythms resounding in the between? Old instructions for new arrangements, beckoning us to ask, who are we becoming? In the chaos of great change, what imaginal possibilities are waiting to awaken? In you? In me? In us? In the world? Are you willing to let go of what you now know to become something new?
Wait. Wait, can you feel it? We are that, says the acorn, pointing to the oak tree. Listen, listen. Are you listening? Can you hear that today we sing of wholeness? Let us feel in the humming and thrumming of our bodies the ancient rhythms. Let us be willing to become something new, something that does not forget what it has been, but instead uses it, digests it, transforms it. Imagine, if you will, that you are Moses approaching the burning bush, or that you are Siddhartha Gautama approaching the sacred fig tree, or that you are Muhammad approaching the cave of Hira near Mecca. Perhaps you are Hildegard of Bingen, or Anne Lee of Manchester, or any of the multitudes of women throughout history who have been visionaries and mystics and truth tellers and depth shifters. Or perhaps you are any of the trans and two-spirit and intersex and gender nonconforming, or otherwise outcasts, misunderstood prophets of liberation. Imagine. And whoever you imagine yourself to be in this moment, you are welcome here, into this sacred space, onto this holy ground that has been sacred long before any human creatures moved upon it, long before the machines of empire and exploitation tore wounds into it, spilt blood upon it. Know that no matter what, the earth beneath you has always been and will always be holy. Imagine, too, that two things are true. First, this holy ground, this flame, this sacred tree, this sacred space that we find ourselves in awakens within you such awe and such reverence, but that you can't help but pause. Slow your movements, savor each moment, remove your shoes, and open yourself to revelation. That is the first truth. This is a place of transformation, and who are you to be welcomed into such a space? The second truth is that you are welcome in this space. Not only welcomed, but invited in and embraced. Invited in to sit and stay, to sing and dance, to laugh and weep. Invited in to be transformed. Like the double helix, we, each of us and all of us, contain both the ordered and the chaos. We contain both the ancestral memories written in our bones and the imaginal discs ready to disintegrate and rebuild those same bones. Like the double helix, we are each and together so intricately woven, a paradox so intimately bound that only in revelatory reimagining of relationship can we continue into the vision of beloved community. I pray, I hope and I pray that I and Oscar and all the staff, that together we create a chrysalis strong enough, stable enough, spacious and yet boundaried enough to hold all of us as we step into the chaos of transformation. In this month celebrating Pride, let us imagine together a making of this space and this community's embrace holy ground. Safe and strong, bound in faith, holy ground in which all are welcome to come and be transformed. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, two-spirit, non-binary, pansexual, gender fluid, aromantic, agender, and all of those other identities that are in need of safe, welcoming, affirming places in which to continue their transformation. And in this time of violence and war, a time of fear and anger at all that tries to divide us, let us imagine creating of this place, of this community, a chrysalis of love. Fractals upon fractals growing and building and expanding outward into a spiral that encompasses all, shelters all, and transforms all. What did we learn this past year, if not how to be better neighbors? What did we discover, if not that the walls of our church cannot be barriers between us and the beyond, but rather gateways into solidarity and witness? What happened to us as we heard the cries of our neighbors, as we blew our whistles while companioning children terrified to be outside? As we delivered food and medication and rent checks, as we stood witness and marched the streets with hundreds and thousands in the bitter cold. My friends, have our hearts and minds and bodies and souls not been transformed these past few months? That's not rhetorical. Have we not been transformed? Let us not deny that we have been transformed and continue to be. And let us not forget the terrible awe with which we approached the sites of Alex Preddy's and Renee Good's murders, the terrible awe with which we escorted children onto school buses, with which we reassured someone that they had friends who were willing to stand up and help. We have molted past the identity of alone into that of community. We have been in the presence of the holy. We have experienced reverence and witnessed revelation. And may we remain open to experiencing that again and again and again in both joy and awe, terror and delight. And may we create a chrysalis in which everyone can experience the holy, the sacred. We are, have been, and will continue to be the transformed. Now it is time to transform this church. May it be so, and amen. We are going to sing together, not rank by rank. We are going to sing together, Draw the Circle Wide, which, if you don't know, says, draw the circle wide, draw the circle wide, draw the circle wide. Over and over again. It says, no one stands alone. We'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. That's the song. It's very catchy. You'll catch on if you don't know it. I know a lot of you know it, and you'll sing the harmonies because they're beautiful. Please rise as you are willing and able, and let us sing. We're still practicing drawing the circle wide. We will always be practicing draw the circle wide. Don't quit my J-Dub. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me. No circle is perfect. We have been transformed by that singing experience, have we not? Let us continue this joy, this laughter into this beautiful day. I hope you go out and be transformed by whatever this day brings to you. And remember to come back here each week and bring that energy with you. Bring that openness, that love, and that stability so that we can create chaos together. All right.
And then organize it.
Go in peace. Amen.